Hello everyone, welcome to County Fermanagh, where I'm told a shower of rain can last for a week. This one's only just started about half an hour ago, unfortunately, just before I got here. So as you see from the sign, we're at Drumskinny, short drive north of Lochern. This is the ancient site of the stone circle, a cairn, and an alignment that runs towards the cairn. Similar in many ways to brothers and sisters up in the Spurrins, at Dalglish and Begmore. Now you have to please ignore the 1960s landscaping job. This is my first time I've seen it actually, apart from pictures. Beautiful wee circle. Dates from late Neolithic, early Bronze Age. Came under the care of the state in 1934, I think it was. But it was sitting in this whole place was a shallow peat bog at the time, and they thought to make it more pleasant for visitors they would drain the bog and put in this lovely knot gravel landscaping, although, well, I suppose it keeps the weeds down mostly. This was done in the 60s. And while they were doing this, they did a few excavations about. See the little cairn there, and the alignment that runs off the cairn. We'll look at that in a wee minute. There really wasn't much found at all, even in the cairn. It's totally empty. There's not even any kind of offerings, never mind any cremated bones or evidence of a burial. So it seems to be symbolic really, or representing something that only they know about now. Unfortunately that's lost, what that could be. I had thought with it being similar to Begmore, with the cairns beside the stone circle and alignments running to it. There's a theory up there that, well, it's a comet theory. It's shooting stars these are meant to represent, that bombarded the earth some, I think, 2,500 BC, round about there. I made a wee video about it. I'll put the wee link to it up top there if you want to check that out. So could this possibly be similar in representing a shooting star passing the earth? A meteorite? You know, can't read anything out really. Cairn's about 4 metres across, pretty circular, and the alignment runs basically south. Pretty much complete. There's a few stones missing, not particularly straight, but stones could have moved a little bit with all the digging and whatnot. It's definitely curious. Have a wee walk around the stones. Some are quite small. Some are lovely shapes. particularly weathered looking. It must be with being buried under the peat. That's protected them. There's really no moss or not much lichen on them either. What would that be for? Is that a lightning rod? Copper rod going into the ground. Oh, it's going right through, look. Into the ground on that side. More likely to be a strap to hold that up. Those braces are likely sunk into some concrete or something just at each side of the stone there. Quite a wide one, so it would catch the wind. Wide and narrow. Oh well, that keeps it up. Really like that one there, the tall one. Something magical about that, isn't there? It'd be a standing person turned to stone. Some lichens on the top of that one. That could have been just the only bit that was visible above the peat. One time, look at that. Aye, that's interesting. That doesn't look natural, does it? It could be natural, but ah, I see. MOF. What would that stand for? That top cut definitely looks like a cut, doesn't it? That's a nice stone there too, another big one. Another, more like, that one's actually braced to keep the two halves from splitting apart. It's that 1960s engineering. Still working though, which is great. There seems to be three kind of openings. Let me go into the circle. I've got my EMF meter here switched on. Just curious in case it would capture any readings, so I'm trying to keep an eye on that and hold that as well as my umbrella. But can't complain. Even though it's raining, I'm so glad to be here. See another little stone over there. There's another couple actually. MOF again. MOF. Faintly see it on this one too. I have a feeling they're actually markers where stones were missing. Not sure what MOF stands for. But during the excavation I discovered 31 stones and the sockets of a further 7, so I think these are marking where the originals would have been, but the MOF's obviously to distinguish them from the originals. But it's a good idea because it completes the circle. You know, there's 2 more over there. So there must be 7 MOFs altogether. But it really, you know, with the circle being complete, Kind of brings that old power back. Listen to that. Site's not immediately obvious as somewhere you'd pick for a stone circle. It's nearly at the top of a hill, but not quite. The line that's going south, which is that way. Any sun rays or moon rays would be that way. The opening's not quite directly east. I'm guessing probably about there's directly, so slightly northeast for that opening. And then this one must be slightly northwest. And the third one southwest. I'm guessing sun rises and sets different times of the year, and the sun moves from north to south. Same when it's rising. There's only one opening on this side, whatever that is aligned with. Going to be a rise, a sunrise or a moonrise. Most likely what, summer solstice. Summer solstice, northwest one. That'd be winter sunset, midwinter maybe. Most likely, actually, I'm thinking about that. And then the southwest one, that's kind of opposite the easterly one. That could be for the same event, you know, a rise and set. Summer solstice, rise and set maybe. Hard to know, I'm only guessing here. Any other ideas? Feel free to comment. The EMF meter's quiet, so let's check out the wee cairn just in case, even though there's no burial associated with it. I mean, there wasn't really much found at all during the excavation. A tiny piece of Neolithic pottery was found just outside the circle. And a hollow scraper was also found nearby, and a couple of flints that had been burnt, small flints that had been worked but were burnt. So not much at all as far as clues as to what it all means, you know. Starting to grow over again, the wee cairn. See the curbstones there? Just needs tidied up a wee bit. Anybody in the council's watching, I'll take a wee part-time job up here doing the weeding. No bother. I'm sure it doesn't get too many visitors all the same. I haven't said that when I got here. There was a Dutch couple who were just leaving, and shortly after my family came, so hard to tell. There's definitely interest in these things. I don't know what it is about them. I mean, I just feel happy, I feel at peace, I feel drawn to these places. I'm not the only one, I know I'm not, that feels that. That's something tangible, surely. I just don't understand it, but the gravel does really spoil the ambience when I've been here a wee while. This could be a replica on a motorway roundabout or a dual carriageway. It's not singing. Poor thing. There's still a fair bit of effort to construct this, all these stones, 39 of these stones to haul about. Someone had to mark out the circles. Dig out sockets for each one, trail it here, put it upright in the right place. Surely before that you'd have to decide where you wanted it, why you wanted it there. Then you'd have to mark out the alignments, probably with wood, posts, for a whole season, see where rises were, where sets were, mark it all out before you even start bringing your stones in. So it's not an easy task, honestly. I know Neolithic times, obviously the more people you had, the help the better. So whether there was a thriving community around here, could have been. The land's very fertile. There's a lot of boggy land too right now. Back in those days, the game, the wildlife around here was really fantastic. The lochs and rivers full of salmon, trout. All quiet. I could spend some more time here because the weather kind of spoiled it for me. Just spent a nice weekend and then a skilling camping with some family and that. Just trying to relax after all the drama of the last while in our lives, So I have actually planned a road trip further on down. I was going to go down Donegal, Sligo, maybe around the Roscommon, but this rain's not going to disappear anytime soon. Probably going to be on for at least 3 or 4 days. So it's no fun camping in the rain. No fun doing anything much in the rain, especially filming as well. So probably going to head home, regroup, and hope the sun comes back for a while sometime soon, and we'll get away again and hopefully get making some more content before the winter. But things are still a bit hectic, but I've been able to get away for a few days, get my head showered at last. It's been a long time. First place I want to go really was a sacred site, just to ground myself again. I think that's worked, even though I've only been here this short time. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye for now.